Okay, Friday morning in the kingdom, and Johnny G is on his way over with the beer. Yes, beer. He's got the beer, so we'll be first in line. Oh, the staff will be first in line. Yes, so she can get the beer. Fresh beer from the south. Yeah, it only took a week to get up here. All right, this morning we woke up to minus 13, but actually feels like minus 18. It is chilly out here, and on the yo-yo scale, plus 14 Fahrenheit, but feels like plus 11. Oh, those would be nice temperatures in Celsius. Also, too, my computer went into an update, so now when I type, it changes the words. Yeah, pretty smart computer. It's got that AI, algae or whatever that is, on frickin' real. So I type in my stuff on the Facebook thing, and then I have to go back and change words because it makes me look like an idiot or whatever. It makes me, how'd you say, my English not very good. Yes, unreal. Also, too, Brad showed up yesterday because it was Halloween. Yes, because he was looking for the free candy and free beer because he figured we're going to have a Halloween party. And then once we started in the wilderness there cutting the toothpick trees, he disappeared. That's the new hires of the new world, the new generation of today. Unreal. And Sir Rodney's been busy down south. Yes, unreal. That's good. He's keeping busy. And he is mailing out the goodies because people are sending me pictures of the goodies. Yes, so that's working out well. Yes, all right. So we're not sure what we're going to do today. I think it's supposed to be a kind of a nice day. We might put those shelves away for the winter. Yes, we're actually on top of stuff. And we're going to bring the loader out. Over here. Yes, it's dark out here. I have a hard time seeing. I don't know why. So we got to bring the loader out so we can cut an air ventilation hole to get circulation. Yes, when you get old, you need circulation in your bones. Yes, and the heat. The dogs are liking it in there with the wood stove going because it's increased the temperature for them. Yes, and we'll have to cut the ends off those trees to get the loader out, and hopefully we get the mini hoe out and the staff can smash the root balls there to get the dirt off, because the dirt doesn't burn very well in the wood stove, we're finding out. But that's okay, we're having fun at the end of the world with no money and a pay-as-you-go credit card that got hacked. I couldn't believe that. And then the credit card company comes up with 101 excuses that it's our fault, and then they give us phone call fees and service fees and everything fees. Hey, we put the money on, we went to use it, it wasn't there, put it back. How hard is that? How simple is that? I think the credit card company is run by the ex-wives of the world. Yes, it's your fault. Yes, it's never their fault. All right, let's go. Here we go. One full rotation. And I untangled the flags. Yes. So everybody's happy today. It's Friday, November 1st. We're going to do, YouTube intro. Because we're going to update the YouTube intro every month. So we can recap on what we did last month. Is that going to be confusing? Oh, yes, it will be. All right, I better go. Here comes the boss.
Friday morning in WHO-ville. It's just after 10 a.m. Happy November 1st to everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed your Halloween yesterday. I didn't do very much and I didn't get any trick-or-treaters, just one at the very beginning, but it was pretty quiet because as you can see, there's not many houses on my street. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, and make breakfast. 10:30 and I'm just finishing up breakfast. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's negative 7 degrees Celsius, which is 19 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. Looks like it's going to be a cloudy day. Maybe we'll get some snow. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs back in. Then at 11 a.m. I'll head over to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to today. Almost 11 a.m. and I just got the quad out, and I'll head over to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to. I always take the battery off the quad at night now because it is getting cold out here and I don't want it to freeze. Luckily the battery is just right there, so it's really easy to access. Now let's head over to the kingdom. 11 a.m. and I made it to the kingdom. Looks like we're not doing anything this morning, so I'll grab my dog treats and head on back into WHO-ville. But at 1 p.m. when it warms up a little bit, I'll come back and we'll get the loader out, move a few things around the kingdom. Sure is chilly out right now. Just after 11 a.m. and I made it back from the kingdom. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, do a load of laundry. Then at 12 p.m. I'll make lunch and do the weather. Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch. I had leftovers from last night. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's negative 2 degrees Celsius, which is 28 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. It is kind of windy out here right now, which is making it chilly. So let's head inside, let the dogs back in, head over to the kingdom and see what we're doing this afternoon. 1:30 and I just made it to the kingdom. Looks like my dad has a little list for us to do, so we'll head down to the shop and we are going to cut up some of the firewood so we can get the loader out, because yesterday we kind of parked the log trailer in front of the loader shed, so we have to cut some firewood so we can get it out. Looks like I just dropped my list, so I'll have to go get that and then I'll head down to the shop. Down at the shop now, we are going to cut the ends off of the trees here and put them into this log trailer. That way I can take it into WHO-ville one of these days. Plus we have the wheelbarrow on the other side on the wagon, so we can trim up some trees, then we can get the loader out. We were able to get both of the wheelbarrows filled. This one goes into the hoe shack and the other one will go into the shop. We're just putting it in now, and then we'll put some more branches and stuff on top of it since it's not quite full yet. Then we're going to cut off the back end here so we can get the loader out, and these trees will go into the log trailer. 2 p.m. we're able to get all the back cut off of the pile there. That way we can get the loader out. Now this one will go into the shop, but I'll have to help my dad because it kind of is overloaded. Then we'll get the loader out and my dad can do some work in there. Got the loader out, no problem. Now my dad has to cut another hole in the loader shed, kind of like this one, but at a lower point. So while he's doing that, I'm going to go inside and call MTS so I can get my phone hooked up. That's what I was doing yesterday. I called them, but they said I had to call them back today because my phone line's kind of in the back lane, so they have to send up a tech guy to come put in a whole new line. So let's go make some phone calls. 3:30, I just spent over an hour on the phone with MTS just for them to tell me that they don't have anyone up here right now, which I already knew because MTS isn't really based up here. They always have to send somebody from out of town to come up to do anything. So now they're going to call my dad back whenever they have an available date. Now let's head down to the shop and see what my dad's doing. Just after 3:30 and I'm down in the kingdom for a moment. My dad is working on the loader shed, so I'll head into WHO-ville and do the mail, and then I'll come back so we can move some stuff around when he's ready. Almost 4 p.m. and I just got home from checking the mail. There was nothing there today, which is good. Now I'll head inside and let the dogs out and then wait for my dad to message so I can head back over to the kingdom and give him a hand with a few things.
Okay, 4 o'clock in the kingdom, and I don't know where the staff went. I've been working away, getting things done, and she kind of disappeared. She maybe went with Brad, the new hire, Brad, to get a fresh case of beer that's a week old. All right, but Johnny G brought them today. So here we are in the hoe shack, and way back here, look at that. I don't know if we can enough talent to show, but we got in here. Can we see that, Les Nesman? Yes. I don't know how much talent we got. I don't know if we can see that. All right, let's go to the loader shed. Okay, we're in the loader shed, and this is the tricky part. Yes, the tricky part. And then see the dog is burrowing a den here? Yes. All right. So over here, this building is up on H-beams or whatever. So that's the dead giveaway, is the H-beams right there. So that's how we got it to, how would you say, survive. The baseboard heaters to heat the place. So the trick is to find the hole into the shelves, all right? So it was better, we learned with this one over here, the fan hole, we went from the hoe shack this way, and we found a stud. Yes, a stud. Oh, that's not me with the ladies. Okay, so what I did was measure down, measure over, and then figured it out. And I know where the studs are here because I put the plywood on back in the day. So I used a small little drill bit and drilled a test hole to find out where the shelves are and everything like that, and then it worked out good. So the hard part was I had to do everything from this side, and then we had to use the Sawzall, and we were lucky enough that a YouTube subscriber, Kingdom follower, gifted us some brand new blades. Yes, they say bi-directional or bi-metal on them. I don't know. So I was able to get in there. The hole isn't straight. We don't know if we have enough air movement. So I put a piece of mesh over it to keep the doggies out, because the doggies will love that insulation and try and crawl in there. All right, so that was done. We locked out on that because it turned out to be it could have been a nasty job, yes. But this is the hoe shack. The loader shed. Everything for the loader is up here. Yes, everything it needs to keep maintaining because it's old. Yes, and we got the can of ether up there. You have to put it up high because the dogs seem to like it. That's one of the joys of we getting puppies, rescue puppies. So we even have instructions on how to do the tires and how to split them apart. We have one rim there that's always tough, and that's a tie plate with a spike right through a brand new tire. That was 2014 when I spent the Hollywood money foolishly on tires for the loader. Yes, and that's the first thing we did. See, the tire was brand new, still had the little rubber niblets or whatever on it. Yes, and I printed that in color for the rest of the world to enjoy. Yeah, right, I'm colorblind, so we how'd you say, printed off once only. Yeah. I printed off so I can see it, not for the world to enjoy. All right. So over here. All right. So the building sitting up on H beams. We've always had a problem with the door. This door is very unique. All right. So I'll stop the film here and go outside. Okay, I'm outside. If you can't tell, have another drink. All right, so to make a big door this big, we had a steel frame or made a frame to fit the building because the building was falling apart. Everybody couldn't believe we actually got it from the tracks up into the yard, but we have talent back then. Yes, Budweiser. No, it was blue beer. Now we can't get that. It was Budweiser. So then we have scrap metal from the mine. The mine had these shelvings, okay? Steel racks. So they had these big frames, and they were basically 1 foot by 1 foot squares, okay? And then you could slide your steel through it. So we had one piece here, it became the door. So what we did was bolt 2x4s to it. So in here, underneath this steel, is an actual steel frame. That's the only way we could figure it out. So over the years, we insulated it, filled it in. It was never, I would just say, done the first year. It was done to get the door to open and close and stuff like that. So now, then I put the thingy on. This is what's always kept the door closed. It's spring, I would say, bent naturally. So you put it on the latch over there, and then you put the pipe on here, and the door shuts. And that's the way we've done it. But then somebody put a hose shack extension in the road, so you can't do that. So we need to use the ratchet strap. So this is what we came up with. The only problem is I found the 2x4, bolted it on, and we ripped it off. Yeah, the kind of things fell out. I don't know why. It's over 30 years old of rottenness. So we went over to this side and gave it some curb appeal. Yes. And now the thing is squishing up against the steel frame, and we can actually ratchet close the door, because this has to be a tight fit. All right, I don't know where the staff is. Let's get these tools put away and get on to the next project.
4:30 and I'll head back over to the kingdom and see if my dad's ready to move some stuff around with the loader. If not, I'm sure we'll end up doing it tomorrow. Now let's get going. Just after 4:30 and I made it back to the kingdom. Looks like my dad is ready to start moving stuff around. Look at that. The sun is trying to peek out from behind the clouds, which is making the clouds look pretty cool. Down at the shop now, my dad just went to get the loader going. This is our canopy shed where we keep most of our stuff. It used to be an old container, as you can see. We even had the doors off at one point. My dad welded them back on. This is what he was doing while I was gone. We are going to be taking this tote out and putting it into trailer number 8 since we don't need the insulation in here. Plus it keeps all the woodworking stuff together. We keep a lot of stuff in here. We have our blocks, hoods, miscellaneous stuff. Even our jerry cans and our ladders are in here as well. We even have our fuel pumps and stuff like that. Those are nice hand pumps, so if it's in the winter time and you don't have a battery, you can hand pump some fuel out of things. We have a few things to move around in the yard before winter comes, so we're going to do that right now since the loader is out. Then we have to take a pallet in behind the house and get all the batteries out of the Screaming Ford, because once it gets cold, we want to use those batteries on the cats and stuff. Plus it'll be easier to get back there now compared to when it's winter time and there's a bunch of snow. Plus one of those batteries will be going into the snow truck. Got the tote out, no problem. It is pretty light with just insulation in it. Plus the ground is frozen, so it just slides along. My dad went to grab a pallet, then we'll put this on and slide into trailer number 8. And then we'll go to the back of the house and get the batteries out of the Screaming Ford. Just got the tote in a trailer number 8. This is the trailer we keep all of our plumbing and wood. As you can see, it's actually pretty organized in there. You can actually walk all the way to the front and there's a bunch of shelves. Now let's head back over to the Screaming Ford. In behind the house now, we're taking the batteries off the Screaming Ford. They'll go into the hose shack so they stay nice and warm, and we'll put a charge on them. That way they are ready for the cats and the snow truck. I better get over there and give them a hand. Almost 5 p.m. We just got the batteries off the Screaming Ford, no problem. Now we'll head over to the hose shack and put them in where it's nice and warm. 5 p.m. We just got the batteries in the hose shack. Now my dad went to put the pallet away and he's going to come over here and try and get this tub. But there's kind of some stuff in the way. Hopefully he can get it. Then that tub will go down to the wood pile for later. I went to go check the list and it looks like my dad was able to pick up the black tub, no problem. Now he's going to take it down to the wood pile so we can fill it later on. I went to go check the list, so I wasn't able to video him getting the tub. We're pretty much done everything on the list. We just have to get the mini out, but it is too late in the day for that, so that'll be tomorrow's job. I don't feel like walking all the way to the back of the house just to record my dad bringing one of the wood totes around. There's a wood tote over by the long log trailer that he's going to bring over to the shop. So once he brings it around, I'll get a little video of that, and then we have to put the loader away. That should be fun because there's some stuff in the road. Just after 5 p.m. and I'm officially done in the kingdom, so I'll head on back into WHO-ville and do the weather. Almost 5:30, I just made home from the kingdom. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 0 degrees Celsius, which is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. I didn't even get to put the quad away, so let's head inside, let the dogs out, put the quad away, and make supper and end my day.
Okay, 6 o'clock and we can call it a day. Yes, we can call it a day, but we need the minutes, so I have to chat for a bit. So we got the firewood. Do we get cleaned up in the wilderness? Yes, most people would clean that up and make brush piles and burn it in the wilderness, but we bring it here. It really costs nothing. So we're cutting it up with the skill saw. The staff's get her wagon here ready to, we'll top it up so she can take it to her house. And plus we brought up a tote or a tub, a tipping tub here with some more firewood in there. Yes, so we'll process that. And we're right close to the shop door so we can stick things in this way. Yes. All right, let's scroll this way. Where's the dogs? Where's the dogs? They're not there. All right, so we got the loader shed closing. With that ratchet strap on the inside, we used to use the load binder and snap it tight, but now we got it sucked right in. So that's very good. So now we can do the upgrades on the weather stripping on this door, because you got to remember, it was, 30 years in the making, or almost 30 years in the making. We always have time to improve, upgrade, and everything like that. Plus, it'll look good weather stripped like these here. So we're finding we did a good job on the weather stripping because it's sealing up, and when we have those windy days. Yeah, it's too many windy days up here. Okay, I took the top off the wheelbarrow, stuck it in here. Yes, those toothpick trees burn pretty nice. Yes, and we got everything shut right down. I turned the fan around and see if it's blowing. Yes, we'll see if we can make this work. Yes, but it's kind of interesting that the heat makes that thing turn. I don't know how that works. We'll have to have a beer and think about it. All right, let's see what the temperature we got here in the hose shack. And then once the snow comes, we're getting all these nice days, which is pretty nice. Okay, so we got the fan blowing. It's plus 30 degrees in here. Yes, so that means it means that the baseboard heaters down here are not turned on. Let's go see about the peekaboo hole down here. Yes, once we have a nasty day, we can clean up this mess. Oh, there we go. Ooh, there's a nice breeze coming through there. Can you feel that, Les Nessman? Ooh, there's a nice cool breeze. All right, the mesh is on there. The dogs have been looking in here to see what's going on. Okay, 6 o'clock on a Friday night and we're done. We made videos this morning when it was overcast and gray skies, the intro videos for the YouTube. So if you are a subscriber, you click on the thing and it's a fresh video. Going to be every month. So that's what we did this morning. And that's a 12-minute video. So then we're finishing out the day with a 20-minute video. So that's a lot of chatting I did today. Yes, I need a drink. All right, so the wood stoves are just smoldering away, which is nice. We have a nice sunset. The sun is going down in the south over there, and tomorrow is another day, so we're going to have fun. I don't know if I have enough talent, but I'll see if I can link the YouTube introduction for the month of November in the description at the end here. I'll see what I can do. Remember, I'm still learning this computer and YouTube after all these years. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some beer, and make a video. Talk to you later.